John F. Kennedy International Airport is a busy airport for its size, transporting over 59 million passengers annually. Traffic congestion surrounds the airport is reasonable, with good public transport connections around the New York City and beyond. JFK automated people mover, the air train, makes it quick and convenient to move between terminals, while also transporting passengers to the outskirts of the airport for car rental services, pick-up and drop-off stations, and long-term parkings. Although JFK is known for being busy, it is very spacious and clean airports from which you can fly to just about anywhere in the world. So let's walk to JFK airports and find it out more about it. John F. Kennedy International Airport is the one of the busiest airports in the world and the sixth busiest airport in the US, serving over 50 million passengers every year. Out of the three airports that serve the New York City metro area, including LaGuardia Airport and Newark Liberty International Airport, John F. Kennedy International is the largest. The airport, originally named Idlewild after a golf course which once stood in its place, changed its name in 1963 to honor the President John F. Kennedy. Although the names of the terminals start at Terminal 1 and finish at Terminal 8, JFK only has 6 terminals. Terminals 3 and 6 were demolished many years ago, but the names of the other terminals did not change. All terminals are connected by the complimentary air train, which is located before security and also connects to the New York City subway system. If you approaching the airports in a car, you will drive in a loop passing through all the terminals. If you don't know which terminals you are flying from, you can look for your airline as you approach the airport. At JFK Airlines moves terminals from time to time, so it's always good to check the signs even if you have flown on that airlines out of JFK before. Once you have checked into your flight, you will find the terminals easy to navigate with shops and restaurants tucked away into every corner. Although JFK is known for being busy, it is very spacious and clean airport from which you can fly to just about anywhere in the world. Most first-time visitors to New York are surprised how far away the airport is from Manhattan, and usually there is a lot of traffic on the way there, especially at rush hour. However, it is also possible to get to the airport by subway, which is an easy and safe option as long as you are not carrying a lot of luggage. There are a number of ways to get between JFK and Newark City, where you will also find it easy to connect to the other boroughs like Brooklyn or Queens, or even to New Jersey by one of the city's many trains and stations. Each terminal has all the fast food staples you had expect, but if you are looking for a longer meal, you can take your times to enjoy. If you don't want to eat in terminal, head to one of the restaurants at the TWA hotels like Coney or Paris Cafe, or just grab a classic 60s inspired cocktails at the Sunken's Lounge. With the exceptions of the terminals 2, which is pretty bare bones, you will find ample shopping opportunities in all terminals, in addition to the duty-free shops and the high-end fashion boutique. If you want to leave the airport and see Newark on a layover, you will need at least 6 hours to work with, and even then that's cutting it close. The airport is far from Manhattan's main attractions, and even if you travel outside of rush hour, traffic can be unpredictable. So factor in at least an hour to travel between the airport and the city. To make the most of a short layover, pick one neighborhood or landmarks on your bucket list and stick to a plan. Otherwise, you risk missing your flight. If you have an overnight layover, you could get a hotel nearer to the sites, but don't forget about the morning rush hour. If your flight leaves early in the morning, consider staying at a hotel near the airports like the Hampton Inn, Days Inn, or maybe even the Retrocheck TWA Hotel, which sites in one of the renovated terminals originally designed by the iconic architect Euro Saarinen, who also designs Dallas International Airports in Washington, D.C. There are over 20 lounges at JFK, and many of them will require either a premium tickets or lounge memberships to enter. Unlimited Wi-Fi is available from the airport itself, but if the connection is slow, you can try connecting to one of the signals from the restaurants or cafes. Charging stations for your devices are located throughout the airports, both before and after security.
Last time में shopping कर सकते हैं.
If you do want to grab a cab, there is a stand outside of each terminal. There is also a satellite parking lot where a friend can wait to pick you up. This is also where Uber, Lyft and other transportation services congregate. A free shuttle will pick you up right outside the terminal and bring you straight to the parking lot. As a rule of thumb, it's best to show up 2 hours before your plan's boards to allow enough time for security and check-in. But since JFK is one of the busiest airports in America, I will highly suggest adding in some wiggle room. A 3-hour time frame is long enough to accommodate to any hiccups with travel, long security lines and checking your luggage. Check in online and print your tickets beforehand to save some minutes. Even better, try to fit your belongings in a carry-on so you don't need to spend time checking your bag and waiting on a clam's carousels once you land. If you have some time to kill, grab a bite to eat or browse the terminal shops. In addition to coffee shops and fast food, there is also fine dining, top shelf bars and high-end retailers. Check your terminals for a complete list of its amenities, and if you find yourselves in Terminal 1, I suggest dropping by Express Spa for a pre or post flight massage. Whether you are working with the kids or killing times on a laptop's internet access and outlets or a must when it comes to traveling. Luckily, Wi-Fi is free at JFK and so far charging station. JFK has 6 terminals numbered 1, 2, 4, 5, 7 and 8 and are located on the outside of a rectangular loop with vehicles access and parking on the inside. The inside of the loop is land side or pre-security where all passengers and visitors can access, and the outside areas are airside or post-security where only passengers with a valid ticket are permitted. The loop is defined by the AirTrain's tracks, which is the way to get from one terminal to another, operating landside. None of the terminals interconnect with airside walkways, so you do need to go through security again for a flight connections. Apart from terminals 2 and 4, where there is an airside bus, facilities vary considerable between terminals. So if you are looking to shop or grab a bite to eat before heading airside, then it's best to check what options are available in your terminal. You can check this information on the airport websites too. For all domestic to domestic and domestic to international flight connections from a different terminal, you will need to exit the terminal and re-clear security. If you have booked 2 flights on one reservation, then double check any checked luggage is tagged through to your final destination. If you are connecting between domestic flights or domestic to international and your onward flights departs from the same terminal you arrive into, then you wouldn't have to re-clear security. For internationals to international or international to domestic connections, passengers will have to clear immigration, claim baggage and then clear customs. After passing through customs, there are recheck counters available for bags tagged to an onward destination. Be sure to leave plenty of time to transfer to the next terminal, as security checkpoints times can vary, and consider whether you will have to check in and bag drop if you have booked 2 flights separately. The quickest and easiest way to get between terminals at JFK is by hopping on the AirTrain. This operates 24/7 and takes around 8 minutes to complete a full loop around all the terminals. The AirTrain is free to ride for connecting between terminals or to Federal Circle or Leftovers Boulevard station. The AirTrain is located at each terminal apart from Terminal 2, where you need to exit the terminal and turn right to the AirTrain station. As the AirTrain runs on an elevated platform from arrival, you will need to take an elevator's of lift to the upper level and follow the sign for the AirTrain. For most terminals, you do have to re-clear security, as there are no airside walkways between the terminals. Ground transportation is landside outside of the secure area. This applies to all terminals excluding Terminal 2 and 4, where you can ride the airside Jitney shuttle bus operated by the Delta. If you are arriving on an international flight, then you would still need to re-clear security for your connection. There are sidewalks around the airports. However, JFK doesn't promote walking between its terminals as a way of getting around, as the roads are busy outside of the terminals. It is possible to walk between some of the terminals that are closer together, such as Terminals 1 and 2 and Terminals 4 and 5. The AirTrain is free to ride for passengers traveling between terminals or to Federal Circle and Lefter's Boulevard stations. If you start or finish your journey at Jamaica and Howard Beach station, then the fee is $7 one way